SMT Nation, we back. Nation, it's time to unpack the quarterly earnings from all of the carriers, and specifically I want to discuss AT&T today because there was a metric that I found kind of surprising, caught me a little off guard. Maybe it's a trend to watch, or it's kind of like something that's occurring across the industry. There is a mention of it here in this article from Fierce, Linda Hardesty, from an analyst, and I think it's worth mentioning and discussing in this video. So we'll do that today. The link for the article that we'll be using as the inspiration and the guide to this video, I'll put that for you guys in the description, and ways to support us can also be found there in the description as well. All right, guys, so AT&T had a pretty good quarter, some really impressive stuff. I would describe their financials as being strong. I would describe the postpaid business as very, very strong. Some of the metrics from the earnings were going to be industry leading, right? I think they had the highest industry free cash flow for the quarter. I think they had the best postpaid phone ARPU. They had profitable gains and wins there. You know, a lot of good things. One of the things that was kind of surprising, and it's mentioned here in the article, is the prepaid losses, 132,000 phone losses on prepaid. So the speculation there from New Street Research is that this is probably a situation where, you know, prepaid is being cannibalized by their postpaid service. So that would mean that what AT&T is accomplishing or executing is that they are moving prepaid customers to their postpaid business. Now, what happens when you move a prepaid customer to your postpaid side? Usually your ARPU increases. And we did notice that AT&T's ARPU did increase by just, I think, a little bit over $1 in the ARPU. So the AT&T prepaid churn was at 2.97 overall. As noted here in the article, it was 2.87 year ago quarter. So a slight increase. Cricket always, you know, they mention is substantially lower, but they don't give us the number for whatever reason. Worth mentioning here because even Hans, the Verizon CEO, mentioned the same thing the day before. So leads me to believe that this is likely the case. The churn is not high, but the prepaid losses are substantial enough to show up in the earnings. Now, if this was like 26,000 losses, I probably wouldn't have even made a video about this. But I think it is worth mentioning, and it is a trend to track. What we need to see now is we need to see the T-Mobile numbers, which we'll get today at the time of this recording after the bell. The trading market day ends at 4. We'll see what the T-Mobile numbers have in store, and if we can get some color on that as well. That's interesting. Anyways, tell me what you guys think is the case. Do you think people are being moved from the prepaid side to the postpaid side? Do you view this as a good sign or a bad sign? I'm not sure how that's necessarily a bad sign. People looking to take to more premium offers. The postpaid usually has more value, right, for the customer. And, you know, an indication that I think the economics of the business are strong and the customer is resilient. I don't see it as a bad thing. What say you? Sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.